Entitled Mom tries to deny her dying son his wish and tries to kill him because the books I got him were satanic. I'm in a D&D group with a couple of friends from nearby, and one of the members of the group was a kid who was about 15 years old. He's really sweet, likes helping people out, and he's a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons.
So a dork.
Big nerd. He also has cancer in both lungs.
Oh, God.
Wow,
now
John.
I feel like Guess who's the a-hole? Me.
He's from a religious family that basically forces him to act pure while he's in their sight. The mom is Westboro Baptist Church level rabid.
Oh, dear.
Well, the dad is just a sensible person who tries to get him to be a good kid. When he's outside of his parents, though, he just does normal teen stuff. Because of his mom, the only books he was allowed to own were Christian books and Bibles. Man can't even have textbooks.
Reading the Bible.
Reading the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
That's singing better than Adam Levine.
Dude, the worst I've ever heard.
Follow us to beat up Adam Levine to show our dominance. He joined our group mainly as a way to escape his home life and his mom. Understandable, because that sounds like hell. A couple of weeks ago, the cancer in his lungs started to get to him. So he was taken to a hospital by his parents. He contacted me about this a day after he was taken to the hospital, stating that he wanted a monster manual as his last wish. His dying wish, stating that he was tired of reading the same things. I bought him the book from Barnes & Nobles, but considered that he's a dying teen and all, I got him Volo's Guide to Monsters and Mordekainen's Storm of Foes stacked upon that. So
got the goods,
got
baby.
the goods. The next day, which was his birthday, he was still in the hospital. So I brought him the books as a gift. After he blew out the candles, we had a cake and he started opening gifts. Mine was the first to be opened. Seeing what they were, he immediately got this humongous grin on his face and hugged me. Meanwhile, his mom stared down at the books with a look of pure disgust, with her husband staring at her with the wary look in his eyes. Like, this husband's just like, done.
Let him have the
Freaking thing, bro.
book.
But she does not let him have the book. She picks up one of the books and relights one of the candles and holds the book over it to try to set it on fire. I managed to stop her and demand, what the F are you doing? He asked me to get those books, and I'm not going to let you take them away. His mom simply stared me down and said something along the lines of, the books are sinful and satanic and full of evil, and that her son has no business with them. I retort and say that her son can read what the heck he wants and that she shouldn't have to force him to be Christian.
For real.
She starts getting red in the face and yelling at me about essentially forcing children to believe in God from a young age. I state that I'm Baptist, which I actually am, and say that in God is a matter between God and the individual.
Facts.
She turns red all over and actively starts to destroy the books with me, my friend, and her husband. The husband gets in the mix, trying to stop her. At one point, I shouted, would God want you to do this to restrict your dying son's freedom of expression?
Literally, that
Right
is
to her face.
the question.
But the thing is, this just sets her effing ablaze.
Oh, it would.
She tosses the books aside and starts trying to strangle her son. And her husband calls security immediately when she does this. Security gets here within about a minute of the two of us trying to pry Entitled Mom off her son and drag her away, with her shouting that we're all catamites to the devil. Both her husband and my friend charge her with child abuse, assault, and attempted murder.
Good.
Trial's still going, and I'll try to update this post as the trial goes on.
Uh-oh.
So, edit. Trial was almost a disaster. Me, him, and her husband all prosecuted against her. The moment she saw us, she tried to tackle us, shouting something about divine retribution. But the officers restrained her. During the whole thing, she kept pinning the blame on me, and him, calling us corrupted by sin. Bro, this is some like Crucible type crap here.
Really?
The moment she heard this, she went ape crap and tried to attack the judge.
Oh my
gosh. But officers tased her to the floor.
Oh
now,
my God.
She'll be serving for 20 years for the three other charges, with 10 more on top of assaulting a court official. So,
whoa,
things went more downhill than Adam Levine's music career.
All spirit and no logic.
Chosen by God to attack this court official.
I wish I could have watched that court case.
I know.
That would have been so satisfying.
Better than the Logan Paul, Jake Paul fight.
Huh?
You know Logan Paul, Jake Paul?
They're fighting each other?
Oh no, but like, you know, those series of fighters. Like
yeah.
I am making a joke about how Logan and Jake Paul fights are dumb, and this would be better than those fights.
Nice. Laughs.
Laugh track. Cue.